The final chapter on JFK, Chapter 18, Segment 4, Oswald in New Orleans.
Welcome back. This is Segment 4, Oswald in New Orleans. Lee Harvey Oswald, in the spring of 1963, lost his minimum wage job, either being fired or laid off. And for some reason, he decided, instead of looking for another job in the Dallas, Texas region, he would travel to New Orleans to look for a job. The only thing that Lee Harvey Oswald accomplished when he was in New Orleans, working at another minimum wage job, was in August of 1963, Oswald staged a public disturbance supporting a pro-Castro movement in New Orleans. And what he did in the span of less than 2 weeks, he first sought out and befriended an anti-Castro group, and he stated that he was interested in joining that group. And at that same time, he secretly created his own pro-Castro group, being the only member and the sole organizer of the group. And after that, he went to the streets of New Orleans, and when the anti-Castro group was out on the streets passing out leaflets, Oswald shows up passing out pro-Castro leaflets right in front of them. Needless to say, that was baiting someone, and it of course caused a confrontation between himself and the anti-Castro members who were out there. And this caused newspaper and radio attention for this short time, focusing this upon Lee Harvey Oswald as a former Marine who had, quote, defected to the Soviet Union, end of quote. After this event, Lee Harvey Oswald didn't have any others. No more demonstrations, no more leaflets, no more of his pro-Castro organization. He just shut down the tent and traveled back to Dallas, Texas, where within 2 weeks of returning to Dallas, he gets a job at the Texas School Book Depository. And shortly thereafter, he's accused of killing John F. Kennedy. Stepping back and looking at the larger picture, there would be no reason for Lee Harvey Oswald, earning a minimum wage job in Dallas, to leave that large city and go to a smaller city to again obtain another minimum wage job where his wife was settled, where his mother lived, where his brother lived, to go to New Orleans and have one event, one public event that made him noticed. If he had tried to do that in Dallas, Texas, just on the streets, that wouldn't have happened. There wouldn't be the same pro-Cuban, anti-Cuban factions in that city. So he goes to New Orleans, either through his own decision, creating even a greater hardship for his family, or somebody helps him go to New Orleans, creating a hardship for his family unless he's being supported somehow. He creates an event and returns back to Dallas, Texas. With that said, see you in the next segment.